Mm-hmm. It's time for Indiana Fever basketball, and it begins now. Another full Bolton Gamebridge Fieldhouse as the Fever welcome the Phoenix Mercury. And good evening, everyone. Brian Snow here with you. The Phoenix Mercury come in with a record of 16-9, and the Fever, winners of 2 in a row, come in with a record of 14-12. Standings in the WNBA, the top 8, Mercury in the 3 spot, Fever safely for now in the 6 spot, only trailing Atlanta by a game and Seattle by a game and a half. How you doing, everybody? As I said, Brian Snow here with you. Welcome, everyone. And we got people in already. Dr. DeLay, who I had a chance to check out during doing play-by-play of the Pittsburgh Pirates and the San Francisco Giants. Check out Dr. DeLay and go subscribe to his channel. Rising Rhino, of course, one of my buddies from the morning show, and go check out his channel as well. And, of course, our trivia expert, Callie Greenshields, has joined us this evening. If you remember on Sunday, the Chicago Sky gave us a challenge, but then the Fever won that game going away 93-78. And Mitchell has 62 three-point field goals made this season. They'll go with the Strange Things uniforms as your lineup for the Fever: Kelsey Mitchell, Lilia Boston, Sophie Cunningham, Natasha Howard, and Ari McDonald. So 3 guards in the backcourt: Cunningham, Mitchell, and McDonald. And, of course, your bigs up front: Aaliyah Boston and Natasha Howard. 10-minute quarters. Everything is ready. Satu Sabali will jump it up against Aaliyah Boston. Phoenix in the white uniforms going right to left, and Sabali gains control. Alyssa Thomas brings it across into the front court. Natasha Mack plays it down, plays it low. A turnaround shot by Copper, banked it in off the glass. And it's 2-0 in favor of the Phoenix Mercury. 9:40 remaining in the first quarter. I got to keep it a little quiet because my daughter is at work, and I want to be sure that she doesn't hear. They go over the top, and Sabali and Aaliyah Boston tie up, and it's a jump ball. Sabali and Boston to jump it up, and it's controlled by Kelsey Mitchell. Mitchell on the move to the right, guarded by Natasha Mack. On the left side is McDonald. Out front, Natasha Howard. Howard spins in from the free throw line with lefty hook. Good. Just as the shot clock went dead. And we're tied at 2. 9:15 left in the first. Here comes Copper on the drive. Turns on the dribble against Ari McDonald, and Copper comes up shooting short. Rebound, Aaliyah Boston, a one-handed pickoff. Outlet pass to Sophie Cunningham. Cunningham pulls up for 3. Short. Rebound, Sabali. Back comes Phoenix on the push. 2 of the top 5 scoring teams going at it tonight. Here's Sabali. A backup 3 from the right wing. Rimming, no. Rebound, Natasha Howard. In her 11th year out of Florida State. McDonald has it off to the left. McDonald on the drive and an offensive foul. And McDonald had a lane to the basket too, but an offensive foul on Aaliyah Boston wipes it out. That's her first foul. 8:43 remaining in the first quarter. They dump it low left. This is Copper to the left and a travel. Trying to get everything set up here. Blue Jays win tonight. That's for Cali. 9-8 is the final score of that game. McDonald out front, picks up the dribble, dumps it low left for Leah Boston, and Boston is fouled by Natasha Mack. That's the first foul on Mack and the first team foul on the Mercury. Natasha Mack in her third year out of Oklahoma State. Foul line extended left. They look to come in. They come into Aaliyah Boston. Face right down the lane she goes, and she shoots it up. No. Mack had the rebound and able to secure it. Outlet pass to Sabali. They dump it low left for Copper. Copper spins on the baseline. Pitch back outside. Running jumper. Nope. Ball out of bounds. Stays with Phoenix. Each team only one field goal coming out of the gate so far tonight. 2-2 tie, and they have it in play. Down the lane goes Sabali. Missed it. Sabali tries again. Good, and a foul called. Sabali with her first field goal of the game. She's got a pair and looking for three. Sabali in her sixth year out of Oregon by way of Germany. She had 15 on Sunday, along with 3 rebounds and 3 assists. She drops the free throw in, and it's 5-2. Any timeline with CC and her return, says Rising Rhino. Early report I got is August 12th. Here comes Ari McDonald. Stops top of the circle to the right side. Howard dump low right. Aaliyah Boston. She shoots it in. 5-4 our score, and 7:35 remaining in the first quarter. I'll provide the first trivia question of the night. That was Alyssa Thomas, 25 and not 0. And now we got a problem at center court. Do we have a tie-up? We do, as Ari McDonald is down for the moment. Yeah, 2 weeks is what we're looking at, because they're actually allowing her to rest this time, Rising Rhino, and not rushing her back. Dewana Bonner comes in, or she will come in. She's at the scorer's table, and Mack plays it into Sabali. Sabali front court to the right. Scissor dribble against Cunningham. Backs in. Walked all the way to the hoop. Missed it. Rebound on the floor. Stolen by Thomas. Thomas into the lane. Scoops layup. Nope, but a foul called on the floor. 7:02 left in the first. Dewana Bonner, former Indiana Fever member, is now on the floor in her 15th year out of Connecticut. Excuse me, in her 15th year out of Auburn. Why did I say Connecticut? Bonner has it off to the right, launches a deep three, and a foul going the other way. No, that's a foul against Natasha Howard, and she'll get 3 free throws. Dewana Bonner in her 15th year, as mentioned, out of Auburn. In her 16th year out of Auburn, I beg your pardon. Free throw number 1 is good. Bonner playing better after leaving Indy. Seems that way. 8-4 our score. Second free throw good. 9-4. And another one coming for Bonner. KK Timpson now in for the Fever. Natasha Howard departs. So you get a little more mobility in the low post when you have Bonner out on the floor. A third attempt on the way. Short. Tapped out of bounds. Belongs to Phoenix. They look to come in, and they come into Thomas. Thomas on the drive against Aaliyah Boston. Double fake, shoots it up, blocked. Ball on the floor. Aaliyah Boston comes out with it. Outlet pass, McDonald. McDonald on the push in the front court. McDonald on the fly all the way. Shoots it up, no good. Drew the foul. And McDonald shoots two. Kalia Copper with a foul. That's her first and the team's second. First trivia question of the night goes like this. How many times have the Mercury qualified for the WNBA playoffs? First free throw by McDonald. Good. 9-5 our score and 6:40 for the quarter. Harry McDonald in her fourth year out of Arizona. Second attempt. Good. 9-6 our score and 6:39 remaining in the first quarter. Copper directing traffic across the timeline. Front court to the right, hands it to Bonner. Now out front is Thomas. Thomas holds and looks, guarded loosely by Boston. To the free throw line comes Sabali. Backs away in the lane and shoots it in. And Sabali's slow to get up. This is trouble. Here comes Kelsey Mitchell. Mitchell on the fly, meets a double team. Mitchell holds in the left corner. Cross-court pass tipped out of bounds as Thomas raced back into the play. Oh, that's what happened. She took an inadvertent shot to the head. Here's a three by Mitchell. Short, long rebound chased down by Thomas. Alyssa Thomas on the push with a bounce pass to Copper. Copper lost the ball. Timpson with a steal. Ahead it comes to Aaliyah Boston. Boston on the fly in the front court outside left. Boston turns on the dribble, guarded by Alyssa Thomas. Boston has it low right. Boston will work it herself. Backs in. Had it stripped. Out of bounds. Belongs to Phoenix. Stephanie White looking for a call. Not going to get one. 11-6 our score and 5:40 for the first. If you wonder why I'm speaking low, my daughter is at work right now. She works from home as we get an offensive foul going the other way. No, we get a foul on Kelsey Mitchell, and that'll be the first foul on Mitchell. So I can get excited, but I can't get too excited. With the utmost respect for my daughters, who is working from home. She does customer service and she takes calls, so I have to be a little quiet. Thomas with a fadeaway shot in the lane, no good. Rebound snatched down by Aaliyah Boston, and back they come right to left. Mitchell across the timeline into the front court. Mitchell to the right side. Plays it back left to McDonald for three. Splash! 2-point game, 11-9, and 5:10 for the quarter. Thomas across in the front court for Phoenix. Thomas kills the dribble, plays it left corner to Copper. They played it in the corner. I'm trying to read the number. Unable to read the number right now, but we get a foul on Ari McDonald. And for McDonald, that is her first, and 14 fouls on Indiana. To the free throw line comes Kalia Copper in her 10th year out of Rutgers, and she rims the free throw good. 12-9 our score. Catherine Westbeld, the rookie from Notre Dame, now checks in for Phoenix. Sammy Whitcomb in her 9th year out of Washington also checks in. Second free throw up, second free throw down. 13-9. It's a 4-point lead. It's Copper, Bonner, Westbeld, Thomas, and Whitcomb for the Phoenix Mercury in the white tops and bottoms. Mitchell with a fake at the free throw line, plays it to McDonald. They go over the top to Aaliyah Boston, and Boston is fouled. And that leads us to a timeout. Time on the floor, 4:52 remaining in the first. This is one of the few times I will have to use a break. Like I said, with the utmost respect to my daughter. So we're going to step away for a minute. Wait, hold on a second. Hold on to that thought. Hold on, let me find something here. I didn't do a scene setter for this. I didn't do any my usual prep for this except my notes, which I do have. Okay, where are you guys watching from? Let me know down below. Who wins this first quarter? Who has the lead at the end of this first quarter? Who has the lead at the end of this first quarter? Here's what I'm looking for. Get geared up with Fanatics, the ultimate destination for Indiana Fever and WNBA fans. Jerseys, shirts, hats, whatever your team, they've got it. Hit up Fanatics through our link in the description, which you all will see a little later, and rep your squad in style. Fanatics, officially licensed everything. Malfunction cop. That would be her. Rising Rhino. While we're asking questions, what's your go-to drink? Hey Rhino, what's your go-to drink when you're calling a game? What is your go-to drink, Rising Rhino, when you are calling a game? And when you guys are watching a game, what's your go-to drink? What I'm also going to start doing is, and something I forgot to do is put the live reads for the links for the live reads into the description. I did not get a chance to do that. Lynn Hyder checks in. She says she's watching from Haines, Alaska. Cool. We're way out west tonight. I love it. Without Caitlin Clark, the Fever are 6-7 on the year. Because students could pop in. Okay, fair enough. Well, when that is not the case, what do you drink? What kind of clean drinks do you have? Callie Greenshields is in the Dominican Republic. Very cool. McDonald out front as we're back to business. On the cut, Kelsey Mitchell flying in, looping layup, good. 13-11. Alyssa Thomas brings it up outside right. Thomas works off the screen from Whitcomb, plays it back left to Westbeld. Out front, Whitcomb. Whitcomb on the move to the right. Now finds Thomas. Gives it back to Whitcomb. Whitcomb fakes. Thomas out front. Out front, Westbeld for three. Bullseye. 13-11. This is the time where usually a team against a depleted team like the Fever would make a run, and let's hope that's not the case. Here comes McDonald with a bounce pass to Aaliyah Boston. Goes up, missed it. Ball tapped out to Thomas, and here they come again. Thomas on the fly, takes it herself to the hole, shoots it in. Alyssa Thomas has 4 in the game, and now they come up with a steal. Thomas in the front court directing traffic. Out front, Bonner. Thomas, Bonner, Westbeld, Copper, and Whitcomb, the 5 on the floor for the Phoenix Mercury. Here's a 3 by Copper out of the corner. Good. And now it's 21-11. Kalia Copper with their first field goal of the game. And Stephanie White wants time. Scoring recap, Copper has 7. I sit corrected. That's her first 3-point field goal of the game. Alyssa Thomas has 4. Meanwhile, for the Fever, it's Ari McDonald with 5 to lead them. Sophie Cunningham and KK Timpson are both scoreless. Water and or coffee. That's about it. Understood. Where are you guys tuning in from? Let us know where you're tuning in from. Thanks to all the folks who have checked in. We got 19 watching. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And also, if you can, please donate to the channel via Cash App or Super Chat. It would really be appreciated, and it would be appreciated to grow the channel, and it would also be appreciated so I can help my family. That's why I do these. The main reason why I do these, two of them live here with me. One is Jody. Y'all know that. That's my wife. And the other is Sonia, my beautiful daughter. (21-11) our score. Mercury on a 10-2 run in the last 84 seconds. They have it in play to Ari McDonald. McDonald in the front court. McDonald on the move to the right, off the Dantas screen. Dantas sets the screen again, gives it to Dantas on the left wing against DeWanna Bonner. Now finds Lexi Hall on the fly into the lane, throws it up. Nope, and a foul called on Lexi Held. The rookie from DePaul commits her first foul, and the third team foul on Phoenix. That'll send Lexi Hall to the free throw line in her fourth year out of Stanford. What information do you all want me to bring to the broadcast when it comes to the teams? Free throw good for Lexi Hall. 21-12 our scores. Lexi Hall had 7 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists on Sunday in Chicago. The second attempt good. 21-13. 3:21 left in the first. And Alyssa Thomas brings it up against KK Timpson this time. Here comes Thomas out front. Timpson backs up. No one's checking her. Thomas walks to the free throw line and comes up shooting and hitting. There you go. 23-13. 3 minutes left in the first. And now a steal by Lexi Held. Ahead to Thomas. Back to Held. Fakes the three. Starts her drive. Finds Thomas. Thomas backs all the way in. Mitchell didn't check her, and Thomas shoots it in. Alyssa Thomas starting to cook. She's got 8. And it's 25-13 and 2:40 left in the first. Right back down the lane comes Kelsey Mitchell, or Ari McDonald, I beg your pardon, missed the layup. DeWanna Bonner the rebound. Outlet pass Thomas. Driving all the way in is Westbeld. She missed the layup, and the rebound comes down to Timpson. 25-13 and 2:20 for the first. McDonald in the front court finds Mitchell. 20-footer right of the key. No good. Rebound tipped down to Thomas, and Thomas is cooking. Thomas shy of the timeline. In the front court to Bonner. On the right side is Whitcomb. She'll take the three and missed it. Long rebound chased down by Kelsey Mitchell. Fever need a bucket here. Mitchell in the front court. And that pass tipped out of bounds by Held. Got to find a combination that works, because Alyssa Thomas has that smile on her face. And when she has that smile on her face, she's starting to cook. She'll get a breather right now to close the quarter with 1:56 remaining in the quarter. 8 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists for Alyssa Thomas. She's 4 of 6 from the field. Sydney Colson now on. As Cunningham looks to come in. Foul line extended left. Comes in play to Lexi Hull. Out front Colson. It's an over and back. Chloe Bibby will check in for the first time for the Fever. So your lineup goes Cunningham, Dantas, Bibby, Colson, and Lexi Hull for the Indiana Fever, who trail by 12. They have it in play to Held, and now Whitcomb brings it up against Colson. Natasha Mack's back in the game. Mack gets the feed, flying to the hole, lays it up, missed it. Ball tipped down to Dantas. Chloe Bibby hustles it up. Bibby with a bullet pass ahead, tipped out of bounds by Held. It stays with the Fever with 1:35 left in the first quarter. Oops. They look to come in, baseline right. They have it in play to Cunningham. Out front, Dantas. Dantas on the move to the right, hands it to Colson. Whip back to Dantas. 3 from the right. Splash! Lead down to 9. 25-16 and 1:20 for the first. Each team 2 of 4 from distance. Here's a 3 by Thomas out front. Missed it. Rebound Dantas. And now a chance to cut it to 8. Here's a 3 by Dantas. That's no good. Rebound Sabali. And Sabali is fouled by Sophie Cunningham. While they're getting their lineups together, and I believe we're going to have a review here. Indeed, we are going to have a review. Dadgummit. Nope. Let's take a look inside of the Fanatics feedback zone. 459 Buster is with us. What's up, man? Rising Rhino, just a bit outside of Denver, Colorado. Are you a native? Hey, Rhino, are you a native of Colorado? Or did you move, or are you a transient from your hometown? Are you a native of Colorado? I mean, Cunningham got knocked to the floor, it looks like, but she's the one that got whistled for the foul. Ah, Long Island, New York. Okay, cool. What made you a fan of the Colts? If you guys like football, put your favorite team in the chat. Let's talk about it. What made you a fan of the Colts, Rhino? And they're still looking at this replay. That's why we are having a fan chat right now. All right, they have made a decision, and now they're going to talk about it. They're going to talk about it. This call just may stand. Oh, they're going to switch. They're going to change it. I think. Are they going to change it? Got rookie cards from PAX and It Began. Okay, cool. Marshall Falk, 1994. Okay, I like it. What made you a fan? In fact, I'll put this question. Let's put a fan question out there now. What made you a fan of the team that you watched the most? For me, it was Joe Montana when he was with the 49ers. And now they're taking a look. I think they're going to set the time. This may turn into a technical foul. And the Phoenix players are taking a look at it. Well, y'all know my wife, Jody, is a big time Colts fan. And her quarterback is Peyton Manning. So Sabali has been hit with a technical foul. And this is before Sabali will indeed get 2 free throws. So Cunningham drops the free throw. Pate the Great. Yep. One of my favorite quarterbacks to watch. All right, Sabali's first free throw was good, 26-17. Ari McDonald in, Sophie Cunningham departs. Sabali 6 points out of the gate. The second attempt on the way, rimming, no. Dantas the rebound. And Indiana has it on the fly, right side Bibby. She comes up shooting for three, splash! And with a minute to go, the Fever have fought their way back to within 6, 26-20, 50 seconds for the quarter. Natasha Mack has it out front. Natasha Mack, in her third year out of Oklahoma State, plays it to Held. Held started a step dribble against Colson, attacks right down the lane, lays it up, no, but a foul called on Sydney Colson. Make her earn it from the free throw line. I mean, Bibby got into her shooting motion. And imagine the backcourt of Sophie Cunningham, Caitlin Clark, and Chloe Bibby if she sticks around beyond her 7-day contract. Free throw good, 27-20. 37.2 left in the first quarter. Hell tries again. Yep. 8-point lead, 28-20. And now against full court pressure, they have it in play to McDonald. Phoenix wants to speed the game up. They come in averaging 83.7 in points. Bibby, 3 from the right, short. Rebound taken down by Natasha Mack, ahead to Westbeld. Westbeld in the front court outside right to Mack. 15-footer at the foul line is good. Lead back up to 10, 30-20. 15 seconds left. They'll play it for one. McDonald standing, dribble out front. McDonald on the attack, drives in, out to Colson with a fake, a three-pointer on the way. Nope. Rebound, Bibby. Turnaround shot in the lane is no good. That was Lexi Hull who missed that. Ever down with one. It's the Mercury up 10, 30-20 on the Indiana Sports Hub. So let me ask you guys this. I've asked this before, but I'll ask it now. I got a ton of stats here. I've got a ton of team information here. What information would you all like me to bring every time out? Because I figure if it's information that you guys like, you'll stick around and you tell your friends about everything and you'll help build the channel. I'm talking about for basketball, football, baseball, whatever. What information would you like me to bring from the teams every time out? I didn't know you were a big Marshall Faulk fan. Rhino, I like Marshall Faulk. Let's see. I love Marshall Faulk. One of my other favorite running backs. If you all have paid attention to Snowman in the Morning, you know who he is, and that's the great Roger Craig. First running back ever with a double-double, with a 1,000 season. Oh, combining sports. Oops. Waiting on the answer to our first trivia question. Hey, 459 Buster, where are you chatting with us from? Keep letting us know where you are chatting from so we can get this channel out to everybody that loves sports. If you like football and lots of it, Hawkeye. He's in Iowa. What part of Iowa? You mentioned that before and I totally forgot, and I apologize for that. Where in Iowa are you located? Aaliyah Boston will come in. Kelsey Mitchell will come in for the Indiana Fever, who trail by 10, 30-20. And we're getting ready to start the second quarter in a place that's very familiar to me, Cambridge Fieldhouse. I've been in there a few times. In fact, except for one occasion when my wife gave me a one hell of a Christmas present when we went to see Gabriel Iglesias, aka Fluffy. We got our first answer. Callie Greenshield, how many times have the Phoenix Mercury qualified for the WNBA playoffs? 18 times out of 28 seasons. Northwest near Sioux Falls. Okay, cool. And now against full court pressure, Natasha Mack taps it out of bounds. Mack, Sabali, Copper, Whitcomb, and Laxa. Now they have it in play to Mitchell, McDonald, Boston, Chloe Bibby, and Lexi Hall. Here's Mitchell on the fly, out to McDonald for three. Splash! That's their fourth 3-point field goal of the night. And it's 30-23 and 9:40 left in the first half. Whitcomb brings it up. Finds Sabali, back to Whitcomb on the left wing. This is a litmus test for the Indiana Fever, though they are playing shorthanded. Kalia Copper on the drive to the free throw line. Comes up shooting and hitting. Kalia Copper won a championship with the Chicago Sky. Makes it 32-23. Back in the front court is Ari McDonald. McDonald works off the Boston screen. McDonald hooks it back to Bibby. Three-pointer on the way. Rimming, no, but a foul. And Chloe Bibby will get 3 shots. Who was the better Colts quarterback? Now, y'all are giving me questions. I love it. Bring the questions on. Who was the better Colts quarterback? Manning or Unitas? Ugh, tough one. From what I've watched, free throw good for Chloe Bibby. 32-24. She gets 3 free throws and a chance to make it a 6-point game. I would have to say a slight advantage to Manning. The second free throw up, second free throw down. And now we see Monique Okoa Makani, the rookie from France, into the ball game. Bibby 5 points, 1 for 2 from 3-point land. Trying to make it a 6-point game, and she does. She gets all 3 free throws. All 3 of those are big. 32-26 and 9:08 remaining in the first half. Fever 8 for 8 from the free throw line tonight. Akani in the front court outside right. Plays it out front to Sabali. Sabali holds and looks. Starts her move to the left. Wrap around dribble against Lexi Hall. Flying down the lane. Shoots it up. Nope. And what? We get a whistle, and we get a foul on Lexi Hall. Lexi Hall is saying, I got all ball on that one. Let's take a look. We're taking a look. That was all ball. Are you kidding me? That was all ball. That was all ball. No way. No way they call that a foul. That was all ball. Sabali's free throw was good, 33-26. That was all ball. Rising Rhino, I've only seen highlights of Johnny Yu. I'd love to watch full games of the Colts from back in the day to get a true feel. Same with me. I'd love to see Johnny Yu in a full game to make my decision. Second free throw up, rimming no. Lexi Hall claims the rebound. 33-26, 7-point lead for the Phoenix Mercury. They've led all the way. McDonald in the front court, works her way to the right. And now we get a whistle and another foul underneath. It's on Natasha Mack. Back on for Phoenix is Catherine Westbell, the rookie from Notre Dame. 33-26, 7-point lead, 8:40 for the half. Mitchell has it out front. Mitchell on the move to the right. Back to the left is McDonald. Cross-court pass Bibby to Lexi Hall. A 3-pointer on the way. Nope. One-hand pick-off by Akani. Makani. Here's a steal by Chloe Bibby. Bibby tripped and fouled in the backcourt. 33-26 our score. Akoa Makani is the correct pronunciation. Stephanie White is looking for an intentional foul. Stephanie White is definitely looking for an intentional foul and is not going to get it. The foul is charged. What's up, Ray Hamna? Thanks for coming in, man. Or Hanma. I said it wrong. I apologize. Ooh, Stephanie White is heated, and I don't blame her. That was an intentional foul, and they're not going to call it. McDonald outside right. Dump low for Boston. We get a foul underneath on Catherine Westbeld. Ray, how are you, man? Where are you checking in from? We did a location check, a city and state check. So where are you tuning in from? Foul line extended right. They look to come in. They look and they have it in play to Boston. Hands to McDonald. McDonald stutter step dribble. Backs up. Bullet pass underneath to Aaliyah Boston. She missed the layup and the rebound taken down by Westbeld. 33-26. They run ahead to Thomas. Thomas flying in. Reverse layup is good. 35-26. 7:55 left in the half. They run right back to Lexi Hall. Lexi Hall circles it left of the lane, out front to McDonald. McDonald to Lexi Hall. Three-pointer on the way, in and out. Rebound on the floor, and a loose ball foul against Phoenix. From Tennessee. Okay. What part of Tennessee? What part of Tennessee? And are you a native of Tennessee? I live in Indiana, but I'm a native of Chicago. Alyssa Thomas with a foul. That's her second. Aaliyah Boston to the free throw line. First one good. 35-27. They stay within 8. The Fever are in the bonus for the remainder of the quarter. Aaliyah Boston 5th in rebounding coming into tonight. Missed the second one. Rebound Lexi Hall. Ball on the floor. Out of bounds. Belongs to Phoenix. Dagnabbit. 7 turnovers against the Indiana Fever. Only 3 against Phoenix. Akoa Makani in the front court. Crosses over on the dribble. Hands it to Thomas. Thomas spins down the lane and travel. Oh, he's from Indy. Nice. I didn't know, Ray. I didn't know you were from Indy. What brought you to Tennessee? What brought you to Tennessee? What brought me to Indiana, I had some family issues and I had to get the hell out. So I wound up in Michigan City for a while. McDonald front court to the left corner Lexi Hall, low left Aaliyah Boston. Boston with a fake on Westbeld. Boston on the drive, spins down the lane and shoots it in. 35-29. The Fever stay within 6 and 7-10 for the half, and they throw it away. Fever ball with a chance to cut it to 4. Here comes McDonald flying down the lane. Lefty scoop. Good. It's a 4-point game, and 17,000 rises 1, and the Mercury won a timeout. 6:58 remaining in the second quarter. Your score, the Phoenix Mercury 35 and the Indiana Fever 31. Now, the thing for the Fever to do for the remainder of the game is to take advantage of the fact that they're in the bonus. Do not settle for jump shots. Do not settle for jump shots. There we go. I know my buddy AB Media might check in. He's due for a stream in about, I want to say 45 minutes. He's due in about 45 minutes. You know what? While I'm asking you guys' help, because I want the fans to help design everything when it comes to my alternative play-by-play coverage. You guys are the reason that I'm doing this while I continue to heal from my health problems, while I continue to get everything together. And if you feel so inclined to help contribute to the problem, to help contribute to the cause, I read a sentence that had the word problem in it. If you all can help the cause of me getting wheels and getting back on my feet and getting back to work, the GoFundMe link you need is gofundme.com/snowman's road to recovery. Answering a few messages while I'm at it. Okay. All right, ready to get back to work. Do you all like this current setup that I have? All right. Second trivia question goes like this. What years did the Mercury make the WNBA finals? I know two of them, 2014 and 2021. Those two I know. There may be more I don't know. Thomas in the left corners were back to work. Thomas, along with Westbeld, and a steal by Lexi Hall. Back come the Fever. They run ahead to McDonald. McDonald flying in, lays it up. Good. 2-point game. 35-33 and 6:35 remaining. 4 turnovers this quarter for the Phoenix Mercury, and Alyssa Thomas is fouled by Lexi Hall. And McDonald honestly got bumped on that last break. Foul line extended left. They look to come in. They come into Westbell. Thomas off to the right. Thomas holds and looks. Out front three on the way is no good by Laxa. And the rebound taken down by Kelsey Mitchell. McDonald on the fly to the free throw line. Finds Boston off to the right. Having trouble with the players' names, forgive me. Boston flies in, got fouled, no called. Westbell the rebound. Still a 2-point lead, 35-33, and 6:08 remaining in the first half. Alyssa Thomas out to the left. Dump pass stolen by Lexi Hall. Here they come again. Lexi Hall on the fly in on Laska, drops a bounce pass underneath. It's out of bounds, stays with Indiana. They were looking for copper on that last possession, Phoenix was. 5:57 left in the first half, 35-33. Held is in. Chloe Bibby out for Indiana, held in for Phoenix in place of Copper. And now foul, baseline left, I beg your pardon. Baseline left, they'll bring it in the Mitchell. Baseline jumper, banked it in off the glass. And we're tied at 35. This is our second tie of the game. Here's Alyssa Thomas on the fly, bumps into Howard, shoots it up, no good. Rebound on the floor, taken down by Mitchell, saves to Boston. Chance for the lead for the Fever for the first time tonight. Boston finds Cunningham. Cunningham races out to the right now, finds Mitchell on the left side. McDonald for three. Splash! And for the first time tonight, the Indiana Fever have grabbed the lead, 38-35, and 5.5 minutes remaining in the first half. Thomas brings it up, and we get a foul called. Or do we get a foul? I think she took a reset timeout. It's a 3-point lead, 38-35 for the Indiana Fever. They have it in play to Alyssa Thomas. Thomas, stutter step move against Aaliyah Boston, stops at the free throw line, comes back out to Westbell to the right corner. Westbell crossover drill against Natasha Howard. Howard trying to save it, can't. Out of bounds. Indiana on fire from three-point land. They have raced all the way back, and they have taken the lead, 38-35, 5:17 remaining in the first half. They have it in play to Dewana Bonner as Phoenix has it in play. They give it to Akoa Makani. Makani works off the Thomas screen. Makani with a fake, whips it out to Westbell. 3-ball from the right is in, just as the shot clock went dead. 38-38, 4:59 remaining in the first half. Aaliyah Boston off to the right, now finds Kelsey Mitchell on the cut. She's fouled. And Mitchell really got hit. Monique Akoa Makani picks up the foul. They're in the bonus. 4:55 remaining in the first half. And you're right, 4-5-9. It's a game of momentum swings. I'll say it right one day. Kelsey Mitchell to the free throw line. The first one, rimming, no. Still a chance for them to get the lead. Kalea Copper back in. And Lexi Held goes out. Copper in her 10th year, I beg your pardon, out of Rutgers. 4 points tonight for Kelsey Mitchell after 35 on Sunday. Mitchell's second free throw good, Indiana by 1. 39-38. And Makani brings it up. Makani across the timeline into the front court, now finds Alyssa Thomas out front. Thomas holds and looks, guarded loosely by Aaliyah Boston. Now on the cut is Copper. Copper stutter step dribble, moves to the left, now cuts back right down the lane to Thomas. Thomas holds right of the key, 5 to shoot. Thomas holding and looking, dumps it low for Makoa Akani, and a foul. Second foul on Kelsey Mitchell. Third foul on the Indiana Fever. They have it in play to Thomas. Thomas has it out front. Thomas holds and looks on the drive, left of the lane, walked right to the hoop and lays it in. And Phoenix is back in front, 40-39 and 4:20 for the half. A dozen for Alyssa Thomas, along with 4 rebounds. She's 6 of 9 from the field. Kelsey Mitchell flying down the lane. Had her shot blocked by Thomas, cleared by Thomas. They run out to Makani. She lays it in. It's a 3-point lead. 42-39 and 4:05 left in the half. Third turnover of the quarter for the Indiana Fever. Here's Colson on the move to the right. A 3-ball on the way. Splash! 42 apiece and 3:50 remaining in the first half. First points for Sydney Colson on the night. They dump it. They come out of it with a steal. Natasha Howard on the move. Howard in the front court. Left corner Mitchell. 4-3. Splash! 45-42. The Fever back in front. 3:30 for the half. Thomas orders everybody to clear out. Thomas in the front court. Guarded by Aaliyah Boston. Thomas on the move to the right. Off the Copper screen. Gives it back to Copper. 3-point stripe. Copper on the move. Left of the lane. Drives in on Mitchell and lays it in and draws the foul. And she'll have a chance to tie the game. One of those appearances, RC, was indeed 2014. They played the Chicago Sky, and I believe they swept them. Trying to remember, because I did cover part of that, part of the finals that year. So the veteran Copper heads to the free throw line. Kelsey Mitchell departs, 8 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. 45-44. Copper's free throw is good, 45 all. Chance for Indiana to get the lead one more time. 3:15 remaining in the first half as Colson has it in the front court. Hands to McDonald. Back to Colson on the right wing. Out front, McDonald. Whip pass Dantas on the left wing. Back to McDonald. Flying all the way in from the left and lays it in. 47-45. The Fever lead by a deuce. They are 9 of 14 from the field this quarter. Thomas has it out front. Thomas holds and looks, plays it to Sabali on the right wing, low right Copper, turns on Sophie Cunningham. Copper on the drive all the way in, lays it up, missed it, ball tipped out of bounds, belongs to the Fever. And they'll have a chance to extend on a 2-point lead. But first, a timeout. 2:43 for the second. The Fever fought their way back into the ball game, down 12 once upon a time. They lead by 2, 47-45 on the Indiana Sports Hub. That's a correct shot in the dark. I put a few sets out there. Let's see. I know 2014 and 2021. Yep. 2014 and 2021. Those are the two times that Phoenix made the WNBA finals. They won the first one against Chicago, and then they met again in 2021, and that time Chicago won in 4 games. It's a 2-point lead for the Indiana Fever, 47-45, and we're going to come back to a review. I beg your pardon. This is a ref initiated review. I didn't realize I was so tired. I think that's why I stopped doing baseball this year. I was just plain tired. I didn't realize until I kept starting and stopping how much of a physical I agree with you, RC. Caitlin's return is being estimated as August 12th, but I honestly feel like they should keep her out until September. I agree with that. They come back with a steal, and Thomas throws it out of bounds. 4 fouls for Indiana. The Mercury are in the penalty, and it's Fever ball, up 2 and 2:28 remaining in the first half. Sydney Colson brings it up. It's Colson along with McDonald, Aaliyah Boston, Demiris Dantas, and Sophie Cunningham. Here comes Colson on the move to the right. Colson flying down the lane, lays it in, 4-point lead. 49-45. Whitcomb in the front court. Whitcomb along with Thomas, Sabali, Bonner, and Copper. Whitcomb plays it out front to Alyssa Thomas. Thomas dancing on the dribble off to the left. 8 to shoot. Out front, Sabali. Sabali driving all the way in. Shoots it up, no good. Offensive rebound to Thomas. And Thomas picks up 2 offensive rebounds, and she gets fouled, and she'll shoot 2. 3 other years, and they have been to the final 5 times, winning 3 of 5 championships. That's a good one. Free throw good for Thomas. 49-46 and 150 remaining in the first half. The second attempt by Thomas is good. And it's 49-47 and 148 remaining in the first half. Sydney Colson brings it up. Backs across into the front court, works off the Dantas screen. Colson out front for 3. Splash! 52-47. The Fever lead by 5. This is their biggest lead of the ball game as Whitcomb brings it back. Here comes Thomas to the free throw line. Dump low for Bonner, out of bounds, and it belonged to the Fever. The Fever got it stuck on automatic from 3-point range in this second quarter. I got no guess for the other 3 years. AB Media joining us from Indianapolis, Indiana, not far from me. Colson brings it up. Here's Colson. Backwards pass to Bibby. Bibby on the move to the left now finds Avery McDonald flying down the lane. A pitch out to Colson. Colson laces up a 3. Short. Rebound Cunningham. Comes up shooting and hitting. Sophie Cunningham and the Fever got it stuck on automatic. 54-47 and a minute to go in the half. Copper in the front court. Copper plays it out front to Thomas. Thomas hands it to Sabali. Sabali with a crossover dribble. Backdoor to Thomas. Double fake. Shoots it up. Missed it badly. And the rebound taken down by Aaliyah Boston. Outlet pass to McDonald. Dumps a pass underneath to Chloe Bibby. Goes up. Nope. But a foul called and Chloe Bibby shoots a pair. It was Chloe Bibby's 3 that got the Fever going. And they have come all the way back in this ball game. They lead by 7 right now. And Bibby will shoot 2. Chloe Bibby, the rookie from Maryland, joined the team on a 7-day contract. First free throw, rimming, no. $54-47, 43.3 remaining in the first half. 6 points for Bibby. Make it 7 with that free throw. Whitcomb across into the front court. Outside right. Hands to Copper. Out front, Thomas. Thomas on the move to the left. Guarded by Aaliyah Boston. On the cut is DeWanda Bonner on the left wing. Now to Sabali. Sabali backs up 3-point stripe. Takes the 3 from the left. Rimming, no. Rebound taken down by Sophie Cunningham. 20 seconds remaining in the first half. You don't want to give them any momentum with an 8-point lead and 14 seconds remaining in the first half. So you want to run this clock all the way down and out. McDonald off the screen, out front, Bibby for 3. Rimming, no. Rebound, Westbeld. They have time. 3 seconds, 2, 1. Westbeld lets it go from 30. Got it! And it's a 5-point lead at the half. We've seen this before. Let's just hope the Indiana Fever do not let a shot like this 3-point goal as time expired, kill their momentum. Done with a half. It's the Fever 55 and the Mercury 50. All right, the other years, 1998, 2007, 2009, 2014, and 2021. They won 3 of those 5. And I want to say that that third title was 2009. That's a shot in the dark. But those are the 5 appearances for the Phoenix Mercury in the WNBA Finals. I'm going to step away for a minute, grab me a drink, and when we come back, we'll have some fun with a halftime chat. Back after this. 5550 our score. We have our next trivia question. I think I can answer this halftime question. What year did the Phoenix Mercury play the Indiana Fever in the WNBA Finals? Ugh. Now my history's being tested. I'll take a wild shot and say 2009. I will take a shot in the dark and say 2009. Now, am I right about that? Only Callie knows the answer. Let me go get some water. I'll be right back. All right, 55-50 our score as the Indiana Fever lead the Phoenix Mercury by 5 after trailing by as many as 12. That's now time for our box score presented by BetUS.com. BetUS.com, where the game begins. I think what I'm also going to do now from here on out is to use my play-by-play headset or get a separate set here for the house and not disturb the ones I have for when I go out on the road. Scoring wise, looks like this. Alyssa Thomas leads Phoenix with 14 points. Kalia Copper is next with 12. And I want to be sure I look at this right. I have to get new glasses. Catherine Westbeld had 6 off the bench, 2 for Dewana Bonner, 3 for Sammy Whitcomb. That came at the end of the first half. And 2 for Lexi Held. So they have 13 off the bench. Their starters, Alyssa Thomas, 14, Natasha Mack with a pair, Setu Sabali with 7, Kalia Copper with a dozen, and Monica Akoa Makani with a pair. For the Indiana Fever, Ari McDonald leads all scorers with 17 points in the first half. Natasha Howard had a pair, 5 points for Leah Boston, 8 for Kelsey Mitchell, and 3 for Sophie Cunningham. That came on a 3-point play. The bench looks like this. Damiris Dantas with 3 points off the bench. Chloe Bibby with 7 off the bench, and those are 7 huge points. KK Timpson scoreless. Sydney Colson finished with 8 in the first half, and Lexi Hull finished with a pair. Only Brianna Turner yet to appear in a game for the Indiana Fever tonight. So Mitchell only 8 points in the first half, but long way to go. Remember, she had 35 against Chicago on Sunday. That's your box score. 55-50. The Indiana Fever lead by 5 as they look for another big win. And I thought that answer was 2009. They beat the Indiana Fever in a best of 5, 3-2, and that gave them their second title in their franchise history. All right, let's take another break. I'm going to step away for a bit. I will be back as we get you ready for the second half of tonight's game. I give you this question at the half, and that's a segment I'm going to bring in beginning with the next game on Friday against Dallas. We're going to call our segment at the half. I'm going to have a video intro for it and everything. But our at the half question looks like this. What got you all excited into women's basketball? What got you guys into watching women's basketball? I'll leave you with that, and I'll be back in a few minutes. All right. Getting ready for the third quarter. It's a couple minutes away. Jack is with us as well as the Hawk TV. Browns fan here. Watched Jim Brown play at Lakefront in 1964 championship game before there was a Super Bowl. Yep, I'm old. I love it. I love it. You know what got me into watching women's basketball? I've been a fan since I watched, just on a whim, their first ever national championship game in 1982. That's what got me going. That's what got me going. All right, we're ready for the third quarter. 55-50. Starters will be on the floor for both teams. Thomas, Max, Sabali, Copper, and Akoa Makani for the Phoenix Mercury. And it is Howard, Boston, Mitchell, Cunningham, and McDonald for the Indiana Fever. Phoenix has two players in double figures. Fever only have one. But that one is Ari McDonald, 17 points on the evening. Fever ball in the Strange Things uniforms, dark tops, dark bottoms, red numbers, red lettering, white numbers, I beg your pardon. Kelsey Mitchell has it on the weave off out front, now finds McDonald, and a foul called underneath. Natasha Mack with the foul. If you're the Indiana Fever, doggone it, get out of here. If you're the Indiana Fever, you want to attack the basket and make your living from the free throw line because they will be uber aggressive defensively. Here comes McDonald on the fly. Got stripped, foul called, and McDonald shoots two. $9:41 left in the third. The foul is charged to Satu Sabali, and I hope I'm saying that right. Free throw good for McDonald. Give her 18 points in the ball game. Sabali has picked up her second foul, first team foul against the Phoenix Mercury. Second attempt on the way, good. 57-50. Indiana leads by 7. Their biggest lead has been 8. 2 fouls on Phoenix here in this third quarter. McConney plays it out front to Alyssa Thomas. Walk no call. Finds McConney. Back to Thomas. Back to McConney. McConney on the drive right of the lane. Back to Thomas. Left of the lane jumper. No good. Rebound picked off by Alyssa Boston. And Boston hustles it up. Boston in the front court. Holds and looks. Needs help. Finds Kelsey Mitchell. Mitchell standing dribble off to the right. 20-footer right of the key. Short. Rebound Natasha Howard. Back up. Good. 9-point Indiana lead. This is the largest lead of the game. 9 minutes for the third. Oh, did I just knock out my monitor? Hold on a minute, folks. I'm sorry about that. I lost my feed because the cord got knocked out. All right, here's where we are. 7:29 remaining in the third. Alyssa Thomas has it at the free throw line, hands it to Whitcomb, back to Thomas, left of the lane jumper, good. 59-55. The Mercury have crept back to within 4. McDonald flying in, lays it up, no good, but a foul called, and she'll shoot 2. Kalea Copper called for the foul. 3 fouls on Phoenix. This is what you do. You attack the free throw. You attack the lane against Phoenix. They're going to be uber aggressive to try and block shots and get steals. McDonald's free throw rims in. 60-55. Whew. Oh, man. Sorry about that. Took me a while to get everything back. Hope everyone is okay. 60-55, 5-point lead. Free throw good. 61-55, 6-point lead. Biggest lead for the Fever has been 9. Here's Thomas. Hands to Whitcomb. That's a 3, and it's good. 61-58. Right back comes McDonald. She lays it in. She's got 21. 63-58. 5-point lead. Whitcomb has it in the left quarter, pressured by Kelsey Mitchell. Whitcomb, a backup 3 again. Bank no good. Rebound, Natasha Howard. Howard brings it up, and I think my daughter is off of work, but I'm going to keep this volume low. Mitchell's 3 from the right corner. Rimming no. Rebound, Sabali. Chance to make it a 3-point game. Here comes Copper. Lean in flip on McDonald. No good. Boston the rebound. 6:20 for the third. A bounce pass underneath to Natasha Howard. Missed the layup. Ball on the floor. Comes down to Alyssa Thomas. We have our next trivia question. And I think I know the answer to that, too. On the right side is Bonner. Out front, Sabali. Sabali dumps a pass underneath to Alyssa Thomas. Free lane to the hole. Double fake. And she shoots it in. 63-60. Back to a 3-point game. The Mercury stay within 3 and 5:55 for the third. McDonald in the front court, hands to Mitchell. Now out front, Aaliyah Boston. Boston on the right wing, hands it to McDonald. Backdoor cut, Natasha Howard. She lays it in. 65-60. It's a 5-point lead. Next trivia question. Who's the most decorated Fever player in franchise history? Tamika Catchings. Here comes Whitcomb on the left wing. Out front, Thomas, 15-footer. Nope. Foul called. Good backdoor cut by Natasha Howard. That's my guess, Callie. The most decorated Fever player in franchise history, Tamika Catchings. That's my guess. I'm sorry about the brief technical difficulty, folks. 65-60, 5-point lead. They have it in play to Whitcomb. Thomas on the right wing. Thomas holds and looks against Howard. Over the top pass underneath to Sabali. Blocked by Howard. It's out of bounds. It'll stay with the Phoenix Mercury. (65-60). They have it in play to Thomas. Thomas underneath against Howard. Goes up. Nope. Ball volleyballed out. Comes out to Sophie Cunningham. Hands to Colson. Sydney Colson on the floor for Kelsey Mitchell. Colson across into the front court. Plays it to Lexi Hall. Lexi Hall dancing on the dribble out front. An offensive foul on Damaris Dantas. Westbeld back on for Phoenix. It's still a 5-point lead. And we approach 5 minutes remaining in the third. Alyssa Thomas has it off to the right. Thomas on the approach at the 3-point stripe. This is not my best game call, but it is a call for the Fever that I promised to deliver, and I'm going to finish it. DeWanna Bonner's turnaround shot blocked. Rebound, Kalea Copper. Underneath the Bonner. Shoots it up, no good. 24-second violation. And that'll send us to a timeout. 4:45 left in the third. Indiana Fever 65 and the Phoenix Mercury 60. I know the Hawk TV is in the house with me. He's in the DMV area. And I thought that would be the answer. The most decorated Fever player in franchise history is Tamika Catchings. I know some of these things, but Callie's research is incredible. And it's teaching me a lot of things about not just the Fever, but the WNBA as a whole. What college produced the most WNBA players? There's a trivia question. Connecticut. That's my shot in the dark. Connecticut. It's either Connecticut or Tennessee. I'm guessing Connecticut. Of course, I may totally be wrong with either guess. I had a chance to meet the legendary Tamika Catchings, and she was so cool to talk to. That was during my time covering the Chicago Sky. Jack, are you still in the Cleveland area? All right. We are just about ready to get back from this timeout. Yep, it is UConn. That was my immediate first guess, which was UConn. And a great block by Natasha Howard, meeting DeWanna Bonner at the rim. Blocked the shot, and Bonner was not able to get another shot. 5-point lead for the Indiana Fever, 65-60. 2 block shots tonight for Natasha Howard. It's a 5-point lead. Fever have the ball as Colson on the move to the right. Back out front, Dantas, a straight on 3. Splash! Her second from distance. And it's an 8-point lead, 68-60, and 4.5 remaining in the third. Copper has it out front. Works off the Thomas screen. Copper flying to the hole. Lays it up. No good. Foul called on Lexi Hull. And for Lexi, that is her third foul. That'll send Kalia Copper to the free throw line. Copper gets ready. Shoots the first one. Rimming good. 68-61. Now, with this lead, you want to build on the lead, but you don't want to let the Mercury back into the ball game. 16 for Kalia Copper on the night. Free throw number 2, scored 17 points. If you like what you see and what you hear, do me a favor, like, share, and subscribe. Support the show. A super chat and a Cash App donation will certainly support the show, but let's get some more fans in here too. Colson has it off to the right, plays it right corner to Cunningham. Cunningham looks low for Dantas. They get it to her low right against Thomas. Dantas backs in on Thomas. Fakes, turns, shoots, scores! Damaris Dantas on fire. She's got 8 in the game. 70-62, 3:50 for the third. Thomas has it out front. Thomas picks up her dribble, finds Copper. Kalia Copper on the drive, left of the lane, all the way to the hoop, lays it up, no good. And the rebound to Natasha Howard. Plays it to Colson, who comes across the timeline into the front court. Colson finds Sophie Cunningham on the left wing. Back to Colson on the right side. Over the top to Dantas. Turns, shoots, scores again. Damaris Dantas with 10. And that's the lead. It's 10, 72-62. This is after they were down by as many as a dozen. Out front, Alyssa Thomas. Thomas plays it in the left corner to Westbeld. On the drive into the lane, out to Thomas. 15-footer. Got it. 72-64. 3:10 for the third. Here comes Sydney Colson right back for the Indiana Fever. Colson takes a three from the left wing. Nope, not the shot you want. And it's out of bounds. It will belong to Phoenix. And now they'll have a chance to cut it to 6. Does that gun fly? Quit! That was a great spin move by Damaris Dantas. Eight-point lead, 250 for the third. Out front is Whitcomb. Whitcomb backs up three-point stripe against Lexi Hall. Now flying down the lane. Reverse layup is in. 72-66. You need a bucket here. Whitcomb has 8 points. She's 3 of 5 from the field, including one deep one at the end of the first half. Sydney Colson has it off to the right. It's going to take some reps for me to really get back into my groove, and I know that now. But we get a foul on Catherine Westbeld. That's her second, and the team's fourth. Sydney Colson to bring it in. Foul line extended right in play to Cunningham. Hands it back to Colson. Colson pressured out front by Whitcomb. Colson on the move to the left. Colson on the fly to the free throw line. Crosses over. Drives down the lane. Underneath to Dantas. Goes up. Had it blocked, but a foul called. And Dantas shoots 2. To try to extend this lead back to 8. UConn 50 players drafted. Tennessee with 43. Stanford is third with 30. Duke with 26. Baylor is fifth with 24. And Georgia also tied for fifth with 24. Free throw good for Dantas. She's got 11 in the game. 73-66. Second attempt on the way, good. 74-66. 8-point Indiana lead. 2:15 remaining in the third. As Alyssa Thomas brings it up. Thomas front court to the right. Now hands it off to Whitcomb. Whitcomb on the drive, left of the lane, all the way to the hoop. Shoots it in with a left hand. 74-68. 2 minutes for the third. Sydney Colson front court to the left. Works off the Dantas screen. Had the ball poked away. She's able to get it back. Here comes Colson right down the lane. A pitch out intended for Howard is out of bounds. Bad pass from Colson. Seitu Sabali and Natasha Mack back into the ball game. Now a chance for the Mercury to cut it to 4 or 3 with a long one. 10th turnover against Indiana. Only the second here in the third quarter. Whitcomb in the front court finds Mack. Mack holds out front to Whitcomb. Whitcomb flying all the way in. Shoots it up. Banked it in. 4-point game. And here they come. 1:35 left in the third. 18 points off of turnovers tonight. Dantas has it out front. Hands to Colson. Only 9 for Phoenix. Here comes Colson. Out front, Dantas. Dantas with a fake. Drives all the way in. Lean in, flip. Nope. Ball on the floor. Taken down by Westbeld. Westbeld in the front court. Stop the ball. They do, but they go underneath to Natasha Mack. Mack with a fake on Natasha Howard. Shoots it up, no good. Offensive rebound to Held. 15-footer. Got it. 2-point game. And Stephanie White wants time. 67 seconds left in the third. 6-0 run by the Mercury has brought them back to within 2. 74-72. All right, Australia is next on the list with 22 players. Maryland is 21. UNC with 21. Also Rutgers, and Notre Dame has 20. You know, one thing I found out today, thanks to my wife and my very good friend Cecily, when I say things like, I am the best at what I do, I'm not being arrogant. I'm being confident. But over the years, I can honestly tell you that my confidence has been shot to you know where. Phoenix led at the end of one, 30-20, 35 points in the second quarter, gave the Fever the lead by 5, and it's 2 right now. We go to Dallas on Friday at 7:30. Then we go to Seattle for a 3 p.m. tip. And then Tuesday, late night at Los Angeles. That's at 10 p.m. .107 left in the third. It's a 2-point lead, 74-72. And let's check our lineups. For Phoenix, they go Max, Sabali, Whitcomb, Loxa, and Held. Howard, Boston, Mitchell, Cunningham, and McDonald for the Indiana Fever. Here's Kelsey Mitchell out front, standing dribble, plays it to Howard, over the top into Boston, and Whitcomb trying to save it and does. She comes up with a steal, but it's out of bounds. Another near turnover. They have it in play to McDonald. Underneath to Howard, and Howard does throw it away. Sabali comes up with a steal. Chance to tie or get the lead. 44 seconds left in the third. Hield has it out front. Hield holds and looks, plays it to Sabali. We're going to have a dogfight in the final 10 minutes. Sabali has it out front on the 11th turnover against Indiana. A bullet pass underneath the Mac, stripped free and taken by Natasha Howard. Now you want to wear the clock down. You want to wear the clock down. McDonald standing dribble off to the right. 12 seconds, 8 on the shot clock. Here's McDonald. Stutter step dribble, makes her way to the right, now finds Mitchell. 5 on the clock. 3, 2. Mitchell flying in, throws the shot up. No. But it's a 24-second turn. It's a 24-second shot clock violation, which she did. She did get the shot off and actually got fouled. She got the, or was the shot blocked? 4 seconds for the third. In play to Hill. 3, 2, 1. Deep three from the right. It's going to come up short, and that's the quarter. End of 3. It's the Mercury trailing the Fever 74-72 as we head to the fourth and final quarter. Oh, I have to start stretching too to get my legs back. I've been saying for about a year that I want to get my legs back under me, and I'm not putting in enough work to get my legs back. Well, that's going to change. There we go. All right, let's go off the board here. What is your favorite cartoon? What is your favorite? If you have a favorite cartoon, what is it? What's your favorite cartoon? Gotta get rid of this chair too. I'm doing too much at once, and I realize that, and I apologize. I took on the world, and I thought I could beat the world. I'm getting there, but I'm not all the way there yet. What? What in the world? Hold on a minute. All right. 74-72 in favor of the Indiana Fever. They've come all the way back from 13 down. They have the lead as we get ready to start the fourth and final period. Name 5 of Tamika Catching's awards. Would one of them be most valuable player? Okay, I'll take a shot at 3 of them. Or 2 of them. MVP and Defensive Player of the Year. I'll take a shot with those 2. Alyssa Thomas sitting on 20 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, but she's also turned the ball over 6 times. She was cooking early, but they've gone away from her. She'll get a breather to start the fourth quarter, and Phoenix has it with a chance to tie. Natasha Mack off to the left. Hands to Copper. Copper fouled out front by Kelsey Mitchell. Jack says, Roadrunner. Oh, yeah. I love Looney Tunes. Absolutely love Looney Tunes. Sabali, Copper, Mack, Laxa, and Whitcomb, the 5 on the floor for the Phoenix Mercury, who trail by 2. They trail by as many as 10. They have it in play to Whitcomb. Whitcomb directing traffic out front. Here comes Whitcomb on the drive off the Natasha Mack screen. Gives it to Mack. 10-footer in the lane is good. We're tied at 74. 5th tie of the ball game. 9:34 remaining in the ball game. Ari McDonald on the move to the left, guarded by Natasha Mack. Got a mismatch somewhere. Here's Natasha Howard over the top into Boston. Goes up, scores. Aaliyah Boston with 7. And the lead is a pair, 76-74. Right back comes Kalia Copper down the lane, shoots it in, draws the foul. Chance to get the lead for Phoenix. If they do get the lead, it'll be our 9th lead change of the ball game. Aaliyah Boston got fouled on the other end, nothing called. $76 apiece. Kalia Copper with the free throw. It's good. And Phoenix back in front. 5th lead change of the ball game. 2 early fouls on the Indiana Fever. After attacking the basket all the way through the second and third quarter. Here comes Howard. Howard on the fly. Lefty hook. Bank, no. Rebound, Boston. Follow, good. Indiana back in front. $78-77, and it's out of bounds. Whitcomb threw it out of bounds. So got some news from Droid. Shannon Sharp is no longer with ESPN. Oh, yeah. Saw that earlier. And Droid, thanks for the news. Ari McDonald brings it up. 1-point lead, 78-77, and 8:45 left in the ball game. McDonald started step dribble off to the left. Kills the dribble, plays it right corner to Cunningham, over the top into Boston. Boston has it low right, double teamed, comes back out, and a foul called on Kalia Copper. That is their first foul of the fourth quarter. And Shannon Sharp did it to himself. Shannon Sharp did it to himself. And with this broadcast tonight, I am now in the process of basically not starting over. There's a foul by Alyssa Thomas. Thomas says review it. But for Thomas, that is her 3rd foul and a chance to extend the lead for the Indiana Fever. Oh, she got her. Chopped her across the arm. Aaliyah Boston to the free throw line. Excuse me. First free throw here. Good. 10 points now for Aaliyah Boston. 79-77. It's a 2-point Indiana lead with 8.5 left. So a lot of time left in the ball game. The second attempt on the way, good. 80-77. The Fever lead by 3. Should we start a countdown to 100 tonight? I'll leave it up to you guys. Here's Alyssa Thomas on the drive, left of the lane, all the way to the hoop, lays it up, had it blocked, tip no, rebound, Aaliyah Boston. Fever ball up 3, 8:15 left. McDonald on the fly. McDonald all the way. Lays it up, no good. Rebound Thomas. Thomas back the other way for the Phoenix Mercury. Thomas finds Whitcomb with a 3 ball from the right off the back of the rim, and the rebound Lexi Hall. Back comes McDonald on the push. 8 minutes left. McDonald on the drive, finds Boston right down the lane and shoots it up and in with the left hand. And timeout Phoenix. 7:57 remaining for the ball game. It's the Fever 82 and the Mercury 77. All right. Another fan chat trivia question. Let me think of one here. Fan chat trivia question. I got to start writing those down too, so I can keep track of everything. While I'm thinking of a fan chat trivia question, the next time we'll be with you will be Friday, as the Indiana Fever will take on the Dallas Wings. First of 3 they have on the road, and then Sunday we go to see, and that's a 7:00 tip time, 7 p.m. Eastern, and then we go to Seattle on Sunday for a 3 p.m. tip, and then the 3-game road trip finishes on Tuesday in Los Angeles. Hey, Rising Rhino, if you're still with us, I have a question for you. And the question goes like this: who inspired you to start doing play-by-play? (82-77), the Fever lead by 5. All right, I have a question. I have a fan chat question. It goes like this: if there was one stadium and one team you would love to see in person, what is that stadium and who is that team? If you had one team and one stadium that you would love to see in person, where is that stadium and who is that team? You know, something else I'm changing is my mindset and my attitude. Monique Akoa Makani will come back for the Phoenix Mercury as they're down 5. 7:57 remaining in the ball game. Aaliyah Boston now has 13 points. She has 9 rebounds, so she's flirting with a double-double. Ari McDonald leads all with 23. All right, your lineup on the floor: Thomas, Copper, Akoa Makani, Westbeld, and Whitcomb for the Phoenix Mercury. Thomas is fouled out front by Ari McDonald. See if Coach White will call for a review. She will not. And they'll play on. 3rd team foul against Indiana. And for McDonald, that is only her 2nd foul. So they have played very disciplined tonight since the opening quarter. The Indiana Fever have been very, very disciplined. 459 Buster says Skull, which indicates he's a Vikings fan. Have you ever had a chance to see the Metrodome or US Bank Stadium? Akani has it out front, plays it to Thomas, 9 on the shot clock. Here's Thomas with a left-hand dribble, 6 to shoot. Thomas standing dribble, kills it out front, bounce pass underneath to Copper off her hands, and Thomas unloads a 3, and that's a 24-second shot clock violation. As mentioned, I'm being a little lower in volume because my daughter is working right now. McDonald out front finds Boston. Boston left of the lane against Alyssa Thomas. Boston right down the lane, goes up, lays it in, and draws the foul. If there's a time for the Fever to put it on, it's right now. They're up 7 with a free throw to come. 15 for Aaliyah Boston in the ball game tonight. She got off to a very slow start. I've seen the Metrodome. 4-5-9. Free throw no good. Alyssa Thomas the rebound. Thomas brings it up. Left, right to left comes the Phoenix Mercury. In the front court, standing dribble outside left, and we get an offensive foul. Kalea Copper picks up the offensive foul. And that's her 5th. That is her 5th foul. McDonald brings it up. 7:05 remaining. McDonald in the front court. McDonald on the fly all the way to the baseline. Pitches it back out front, and a bad pass stolen by Thomas. Thomas on the fly. Thomas into the lane. Spins. Comes back outside to Westbeld, and we get a foul out front on Ari McDonald. And that'll be her 3rd. Do I do Colts play-by-play? No. Well, alternatively, yes. But I also happen to be very good friends with the radio voice of the Indianapolis Colts. They have it in play to Whitcomb. Whitcomb shoved out front and stolen. Here comes McDonald on the fly. In on Alyssa Thomas. Lays it up. No good. Boston goes up. No, but a foul call, and Boston shoots 2 more. The Fever in Gainbridge Fieldhouse. I have been to the Sky Dome to watch the Blue Jays. That is so cool. That's one place I want to see. I want to see the Sky Dome. I have always been enamored with the Sky Dome since they opened it in 1989. Free throw by Boston. Good. 85-77. 6:42 remaining. Aaliyah Boston, 16 points to the ball game, along with 10 rebounds. She's got another double-double. The second attempt on the way is good. It's a 9-point lead, 86-77. 8 in a row for the Indiana Fever to up this lead to 9. At the free throw line, Thomas. Thomas turns, runs over Lexi Hall. No call. Banks it in off the glass. $86-79 and 6:20 remaining. Chloe Bibby has it out front. Bibby with a fake. Can't find anybody. Finds Aaliyah Boston. Boston decides to attack. Backs in on Bonner, and Bonner commits the foul. Giants fan 56 is with us. Number 14, Light. Thank you, Giants fan. I asked a fan chat question earlier about who you're a fan of the team of. So to Giants fan, I want to assume this is the New York Giants. I want to assume that. If I am wrong, please tell me. Boston's free throw. Good. 18 points for Aaliyah Boston. 87-79. Westbell departs. The second attempt on the way. Good. 88-79. 9-point game. Yep, she's a fan of Big Blue. Big Blue, the New York Football Giants. Thomas has it out front. Thomas over the top pass underneath to Makani Okoa, and she shoots it in. It's a 7-point lead with 5:55 remaining. Here comes McDonald, and we have an offensive foul. $88-81. Fever lead by 7, but a chance for the Mercury to cut it to 5. I temporarily lost my feed, but Bonner has it out front. Bonner fakes, lean in, flip. Good. 88-83. I think we should put the countdown to 100 on. The countdown to 100 is on. Here comes Cunningham to the right corner. Bibby for 3. Splash! 91-83 and 5:20 remaining. This is definitely looking like a 100-point game. Thomas has it out front. I asked that question at the end of the third quarter. And I say, yes, we put the countdown on. Sabali has it off to the left. She hasn't done much since the first quarter. Out front, Copper. Copper holds and looks. Standing dribble against Bibby. Drives in on Bibby. Goes up. Shoots it up. No good. Follow good by Thomas. 91-85 and 4:55 remaining. Aaliyah Boston has it out front. Hands it to Sophie Cunningham. Three-pointer out front. Nope. Rebound Thomas. Thomas on the push into the front court. Bounce pass out of bounds. Off the hands of Shane Whitcomb. Off the hands of, is it Shane Whitcomb? I think it is. I have to do better at remembering names. It's Sammy Whitcomb. My mistake. Sammy Whitcomb. It is Sammy Whitcomb. That is her name. I will do better with the rosters, and that is a promise. We have time on the floor. 4:42 remaining. The 100-point countdown is on. The magic number is 9, but the biggest magic number is 6. That's the lead for the Indiana Fever. 91-85 on the Indiana Sports Hub. Okay. Oh boy. She put the whole list up there. Ketching has won a WNBA championship. That was 2012. Most Valuable Player Award, 2011. I figured that. Finals MVP, 2012. Oh, not one, but 5 Defensive Player of the Year awards. 2005, 2006, 2009, 2010, and 2012. 4 Olympic gold medals, 2004, 2008, 2012, and 2016. The Rookie of the Year, 2002 in the WNBA. And a championship with the University of Tennessee that came in 1998. She is one of only 11 women to receive an Olympic gold medal, NCAA championship, FIBA World Cup gold, and a WNBA championship. She has also been selected to 10 WNBA All-Star teams. Incredible career. There's more. 12 all WNBA teams, 12 all defensive teams, and led the league in steals 8 times. Wow. And I sold her short by guessing only 2 awards that she has. Dang it. Trying to get my feet put up here. Hold on a moment, folks. Catchings was voted in by fans as one of the WNBA's top 15 players of all time. Yeah, with all those accolades, and would be named to the more all-time WNBA teams, the top 20 and 20 in 2016, and the W25 in 2021. So safe to say, Tamika Catchings' fingerprints are all over WNBA awards. 4:42 for the ball game. The Fever lead by 6. We got the countdown to 100. If it comes to it, who do you guys think will score the Fever's 100th point? I will say that question now, and the closer they get, and she's also in the Hall of Fame. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well deserved, TC. 19 points, 10 rebounds for Aaliyah Boston. It's her 4th straight double-double. And Colson brings it up quickly to Boston. Out front, guarded by Thomas. Aaliyah Boston backs off, hands it to Cunningham. They look low for Thomas, and we get a foul underneath on Alyssa Thomas. And for Thomas, that is her 4th foul. She's sitting on 24 points tonight. Aaliyah Boston gets ready, shoots the first one. Good, 92-85. She's got 20. Natasha Howard on for the Indiana Fever. Chloe Bibby departs. Chloe Bibby's played huge minutes since she's become a member of the Indiana Fever. Second free throw up, rimming no. Rebound taken down by Thomas. 92-85 and 4:28 left. They could set a season high for points tonight. If they keep scoring like this, Thomas out to the right. They try to go back door to Whitcomb. Here's a Bonner 3 from the left. Rimming no. Rebound taken down by Lexi Hall. 4:14 remaining. 92-85, Fever with the lead. Aaliyah Boston out front, directing traffic, hands it to Colson. Colson out front, works her way back to the left, finds Thomas. Thomas to Cunningham, a three from the right. Splash! And the foul! The 100-point countdown is definitely on. It is down to 5 right now, and a chance to knock it down to 4 and extend the lead. All right, I'll put the question officially out there. Who for the Fever tonight, should it get there, scores their 100th point? Free throw good for Sophie Cunningham. That's a big 4-point play. 4 minutes left. 96-85, Fever lead by 11. Held in the front court. Now finds Thomas. Thomas guarded loosely, poked away and stolen by Colson. Somebody picked it off from behind, and Colson was able to come down with it. Aaliyah Boston front court to the right. 3:40 left. Hands to Lexi Hall. Low right to Natasha Howard. Spins in the lane, comes up shooting, and air ball. Rebound Thomas. Thomas in a hurry. Back for the Phoenix Mercury. Thomas bumps off Lexi Hall and reverses it up no good, and a foul called on Lexi Hall. All right, we got some guesses. 459 Buster says AB, Aaliyah Boston. Jack says Bibby gets them their 100th point. Who do you all think gets the Fever's 100th point tonight? The countdown is on. It's at 4 right now. Free throw good for Alyssa Thomas. And Thomas is 25 points. Sophie Cunningham back in. Natasha Howard out. Kelsey Mitchell has not played much in the second half, and I think it's because she has a problem with her shoulder. She got hit hard at the tail end at the top of the third quarter. We have a jump ball. It is Setu Sabali and Sophie Cunningham. Who scored the splash? The last 3-point field goal? Sophie Cunningham. In fact, Callie, it turned into a 4-point play. Who gets the 100th point for the Fever tonight? Ball tipped and controlled by Phoenix. Copper has it out to the left. And timeout called. 3:25 remaining. It is Indiana 96 and Phoenix 86. How big of a win would this be? Both teams are in the bonus from here on out. Mercury has 2 timeouts. And the Fever have 1 timeout left. Both teams also have a reset. And the reset takes the place of the 20-second timeout. What do you all think of the Fever's play tonight after the first quarter? Because remember, they were down 30-20 at the end of 1. And then that second quarter, 35-20, and they turned it on, and they have raced out to this lead. Kenneth Clark is with us. Hey, my friend, how are you doing tonight? I'm doing good tonight, and let's go Fever and win tonight. They're on their way. They are on their way. Play of the night has to be Sophie Cunningham's 4-point play to extend the lead to 11 and keep Phoenix at bay. We will find out more about Kelsey Mitchell as we go along. All right, on the floor for Phoenix, Alyssa Thomas, Setu Sabali, Kalea Copper, Sammy Whitcomb, and Lexi Held. For your Fever, Natasha Howard, Aaliyah Boston, Sophie Cunningham, Sydney Colson, and Lexi Hall. Who gets point number 100 for the Indiana Fever? Make your guesses in the chat. Who gets point number 100? Copper to come in. Bounce pass in play to Thomas. Each team in the bonus from here on out. Here's a Whitcomb 3. That is no good. Rebound, Aaliyah Boston. Boston got scraped in the backcourt and fouled. And the foul is charged to Setu Sabali. Matter of fact, Jack says Lexi Hull. Somebody guessed AB. I think it was 459 Buster. Yeah. 459 Buster says AB. Callie Greenshield says Sophie Cunningham. And Aaliyah Boston heads to the free throw line. Free throw good. 16 this quarter for Aaliyah Boston. With 3:18 left, 97-86, the Fever lead. Boston gets ready, shoots the second one. Got it, 98-86. The lead is a dozen and 3:18 left. In play to Sabali. Sabali on the attack. Holds it outside left. Out front, Thomas. On the weave is Copper. Copper bumped by Lexi Hall and a foul called. Both teams are in the bonus from here on out. I put the 100-point countdown on at the end of the third quarter. 98-86. Kalia Copper to the free throw line. First free throw here is good. 98-87. Copper, 20 points on the evening. Chloe Bibby back on the floor for Indiana. And what is the high point total for the Indiana Fever this year? Anybody remember? Make your guesses for that in the chat. You remind me of Marty Brenneman. Well, thank you. I love Marty. Second free throw up, second free throw down. I'm just keeping the voice low tonight because my daughter is at work right now. Aaliyah Boston in the front court. Boston double teamed at the timeline. Plays it to Chloe Bibby. It was knocked out of bounds by Setu Sabali. 98-88. All right, this may be it. Who gets number 100? Who gets point number 100 for the Indiana Fever? Aaliyah Boston has it out front. Boston picks it up, finds McDonald. McDonald to the right side for Cunningham. Back to McDonald on the left wing. McDonald on the drive into the lane. Trip foul called, and McDonald shoots two. And it looks like it's going to be Ari McDonald that will shoot for 100. 449 Buster guesses 104. Jack says 109. That is incorrect both times. What is the Fever high for points this season? Free throw good for McDonald. There's 99. 99-88. Natasha Howard back in. Chloe Bibby departs. 2:50 remaining. 11-point lead for the Indiana Fevers. They try to make it 3 in a row. The second attempt on the way. Good. It's Ari McDonald for the player of the game tonight, and I'm inclined to agree. She's sitting on 25 points. 2:40 remaining, 100-88. And there's 100, and our answer is Ari McDonald gets the 100th point. And for the third time this year, the Fever have 100 points. Underneath to Alyssa Thomas, she shoots it in and draws the foul. That foul is charged to Lexi Hull. And for Hull, that's it. That is her final foul of the ball game. So Hall fouls out with 2:33 left. This game is not over. Got to remember, the game is not over. Alyssa Thomas, as long as Alyssa Thomas breathes, the Mercury have a chance. So Lexi Hull will check out with 2:33 left. And you got to keep scoring if you're the Indiana Fever. Kelly Greenshields guesses correctly. It's 102 points, and they've done it twice. Free throw good. 100-91, and now a steal. A 3 out of the corner by Sammy Whitcomb is good. It's a 6-point game. And now they turn the pressure on as Aaliyah Boston has it in the backcourt. Pressured by Copper. Over the top pass is tipped, and it's loose. Underneath, Sophie Cunningham goes up. Yes! Great job recovering. 102-94. This equals the high for the year for the Indiana Fever. Here's a deep 3 by Sabali. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound, Natasha Howard. Hands to McDonald with 2 minutes left. McDonald across the timeline into the front court. They have matched their high in points this year. Third time they've scored 102 points. Ari McDonald out front, guarded by Lexi Held. 9 on the shot clock. Here's McDonald on the fly, left in the lane, turns, over the top pass into Boston, goes up, missed it. Rebound Sabali. 102.94 with 100 seconds left. Sabali takes a three from the left wing. No good. Boston the rebound. That's her 15th. 15 rebounds for Aaliyah Boston. 12 rebounds for Aaliyah Boston. I beg your pardon. I incorrectly counted 15. 120 left. And it looks like this one's going in the left-hand column for the Indiana Fever. Off to the right is McDonald. McDonald turns and burns. Shovel pass underneath and a foul call, and McDonald hit the ground hard. Teammates help her up, and she's back at the free throw line. 102.94. Our player of the game is Ari McDonald. She has 24 points right now. And now they're shooting for a new high in terms of points scored. And Sabali has fouled out. Westbeld in, Sabali out, held back in for Phoenix as they put their offensive lineman on the floor. Free throw number 1 rims in. 26 for Ari McDonald. And Kelsey Mitchell is back in the ball game. Okay, it's good to see her on the floor. Was afraid of an injury for her. And I think because of the speed that the Phoenix Mercury was playing, Mitchell was held out for a while. It's a 10-point lead, 104-94, 112 left. On the right wing. Who was that on the right wing? It was Westbeld. I beg you. I'm sorry about that. But a foul called. 104-94. Free throw good. 104-95. 112 remaining. And Stephanie White picked up a technical foul. And at this point in time, I don't blame her. The Fever have been wrongly called for fouls throughout the course of the season. First free throw here, good. 104-96. So the Fever have their new high in in points, I beg your pardon, with 104. Second attempt, good. 104-97. They have it in play to Kelsey Mitchell, over the top to Howard as they break the pressure. Howard across the timeline into the front court, and timeout called by Indiana with a 106 left. So Stephanie White and company take a timeout with 66 seconds remaining in the ball game. It's the Fever 104 and the Mercury 97. The Fever are out of timeouts. All right, I got a bonus question, and it looks like this. What is the highest number of points that the Fever have scored in a game in their WNBA history? What is the most points the Fever have scored in a WNBA game? They're sitting on their high for the season right now at 104 with 106 left in the ball game. Next time we'll be with you will be Friday as the Fever travel to Dallas to take on the Dallas Wings and Paige Beckers. Tip time, 7 o'clock. We'll be up at 6:45 with our pregame show, and I'm going to make myself have time to put together a pregame show. On the floor, Boston, Mitchell, Cunningham, McDonald, and Bibby for the Fever. Thomas, Copper, Westbeld, Whitcomb, and Held for the Phoenix Mercury. So Cunningham looks to come in, comes in, play to Bibby. They trap her, and a what? And a jump ball. Preseason for the NFL starts tomorrow night. Ball is volleyball in the air, taken down by Kalea Copper, and Phoenix wants time. And this is a reset timeout. 1:01 left. Fever out of timeouts. They're up 7. Natasha Howard back on for Indiana. They have it in play to Alyssa Thomas. Lexi Held has it off to the right. Held out front between the circles on the move to the left. Held takes a three-pointer from the left. Rimming, no. Ball volleyballed out of bounds. Belongs to the Indiana Fever. Now Natasha Howard comes out. Sydney Colson comes in. Last year in September, 109. That is incorrect. What is the most number of points the Fever have scored in a game in their history? In team history, what's the most number of points they've scored in a game? They have it in play to Colson. Colson gives it to Cunningham. 47 seconds left. Over the top pass to Colson against pressure. Colson in the front court finds Sophie Cunningham. Cunningham fouled out to the right. Alyssa Thomas now sitting on 28 points. She's got 14 rebounds. And you got to make your free throws here down the stretch. Sophie Cunningham to the free throw line. 41.4 remaining in the ball game. First one here. Yes. $105.97. You're close, 459 Buster. The correct answer is 116. And that came in a loss to, guess who? The Phoenix Mercury. 38 seconds left. Thomas on the fly. Thomas right down the lane, lays it in. 6-point game. 105.99. McDonald has it in the backcourt, beats pressure, and brings it across into the front court. This is something that the Fever will have to work on. Over the top pass to Cunningham off to the right. Now they can run some clock. 13 on the shot clock. Here's Cunningham. Cunningham on the drive. Gets to the hole. Lays it in. This baby's over. 107.99. Lexi Held has it in the front court. 13 seconds. Underneath to Thomas. She goes up and scores. 32 for Alyssa Thomas. And they don't have to come across the timeline or shoot the ball. This one's in the books. And you can book this one to the Indiana Fever. They've won 3 in a row. They are 15-12 on the year. They survived 32 points from Alyssa Thomas and get an outstanding performance from Ari McDonald, who finishes with 27. The Fever wind up shooting 51.6% from the field. Mercury finished at 49.3. Fever 45.5% from distance, 33 for Phoenix, 17 turnovers at the end for Indiana, 19 for the Phoenix Mercury, 33 rebounds for the Fever, and 31 for the Phoenix Mercury. Leading scorer of the game, Alyssa Thomas. She finishes with 32 points. Kalia Copper finishes with 22. And off the bench, Sammy Whitcomb finished with 16. For the Fever, it's Ari McDonald, the fifth-year player from Arizona, who finishes with 27 on the night, including 10 of 10 from the free throw line. Aaliyah Boston, another double-double. That's her 4th straight, 22 points and 12 rebounds. And Sophie Cunningham finishes with a dozen, including a huge 4-point play that kept the Fever in front to stay. Damaris Dantas finishes with a dozen along with 3 rebounds. And Chloe Bibby, big night for her. She finished with 10 points. Your final one more time. All Indy all the time. You better believe it. That's the Indiana Sportsnet. That's the Indiana Sports Hub, I beg your pardon. Final one more time. Fumble that sentence. Thank you, Jack. If you like what you see and what you hear, consider subscribing to the channel. Tell your friends about it. And looking forward to doing another one. We got another one Friday night. If you like what you see and what you hear, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Also, if you can support the channel with a donation via Super Chat and or Cash App, that would be great. And please support Snowman's Road to Recovery by going to GoFundMe.com/Snowman's Road to Recovery. Thumbs up for the Fever with this win over the Phoenix Mercury. The Fever now moved to 15-12 on the year. Phoenix drops to 16-10. Once again, a reminder, We'll be back with you on Friday as the Indiana Fever travel to Dallas for the first of 3 games that they will take on the Dallas Wings. That's a 7:00 tip. We'll be up at 6:45. I will make sure I'm up at 6:45 with the pregame show. We'll get it all together, and we're continuing to get it all together. And you guys have been awesome tonight. I went through something very emotional today. I got my act back together thanks to the assistance of my wife and a couple of very dear friends. You guys keep this going for me. I applaud you. I thank you. And I love you guys very, very much. We'll see you on Friday from Dallas. So long, everybody. The preceding has been a presentation of Snowman Sportsnet, for fans, by fans, all heart, all action, and by the Indiana Sports Hub, all access, all Indiana. See you Friday, folks. God bless you, and good night.